Just like what I was saying in my part 1 video on how to cook, I started the video by appreciating those who is commenting, those who shared my video, and those who followed my page. Now, let me start with cooking of meat. Somebody commented on my post and said, why do you put water on your meat? Why boiling your meat? My dear, I prefer putting water in my meat because there is no food that you prepare in this world that doesn't need the juice, your meat juice. You need that juice to cook that food. Now let me ask you a question, or let me do an illustration. You see, there is no law in this whole wide world, not even your ancestor, not even my ancestor, created that mode or kind of cooking. Like, you have to put your food in a pot, put your meat in a pot, put it on a gas first, and dry because the water you're getting from that juice at that moment that you put that meat in your pot is the water that you use in washing that meat, the protein. That's the one you're drying up. Let me tell you, there's no meat that takes 3 seconds to cook, and there's no meat that take 5 seconds to cook. There is no meat that take 10 or 20 seconds to cook. The moment you put your meat on your pan and you put it on the fire and you now add seasoning to it, I bet you do not add a grounded pepper that contains water. Don't put it. Don't add onions that add water. Put it on your gas and leave it for 5 minutes. The food will burn to ashes. Yes. You see, people tend to deceive you and make things worse and make things complicating for girlies who doesn't know how to cook. And by the time you want to follow that fancy method, you will never know how to cook. Cooking is brain. It's your brain. It's in your brain. Whatever you think, just cook it. It is you that's going to eat it. Cook it. When you cook it the way you want to cook it, and when you're eating it, you taste what part feels right and what part did not goes well with the way you plan. And when you are doing the next cooking, you adjust it. That is how to learn. Now, when you put that, you see when they put their meat on the fire, they put it in the pan and put it in the fire, they put onions and put whatever thing they want to add in it, and then they cover it. They said it's going to cook with its juice, right? What juice? The meat that has not even started cooking. What juice? If it's going to cook with its juice, don't come back and put a chunk of water to it. Let it cook with its juice and bring it down with its juice. Yes. Because that word, it's not in my dictionary, and I don't accept that. It's a scam. It doesn't cook with any juice. They leave it there on the fire, and then when it started bringing smoke, about to dry, you see by the time some of them started stirring it, it's already dry. The pot is already burning. It's already burning. So whatever they have put in that pot, maybe sometimes they grind their onions and they grind their pepper and they add to it. Those juice already dry off the pot. By the time they add the real water to the pot, those ingredients has already dried off. There's no ingredient to cook the food. You see, if you have not tasted a meal, do not condemn the meal. And if you have not tasted a meal, do not praise the meal. I'll cut my camera here. If you have not tasted a meal, don't condemn it. And if you have not tasted a meal, do not praise the meal. Try doing experiment on whatever method you've seen. Do experiment on whatever method you've seen. And in some cases, I think following your mother's cooking, like the way you have seen in your own house, how they do it, following it will guide you well more than the one you see on television or screen or wherever, because some of them will lead you astray. You understand? They put something. Do you know when you cook, it is not just raw how they cook it, that's how they bring it here. Yes. But in my own cooking, what I do is, When I wash and put my meal on the fire, you see the water and everything on it, because I'm not coming to add any other water to it. That's the reality of cooking. I put all my seasonings and everything, and I explain to you what seasonings I put into my cooking. I cover it and said, let's leave it to cook. And then I pause my video. I do not go back to add any other thing. And I don't edit. And then when I come back, I say, let's check. And when I open it, you can see how it is. It's bubbling and everything. And then we add the second thing. That is the face. That's to cook. Now, when you finish cooking and you go back and start editing your videos, and then you bring it here like you're selling it to people, and this is not the right thing, and whatever you have done behind the camera, the people watching you, they're not going to see it. See, don't be deceived, girlies. Put your plate, put your pan on the gas, put it on top of your gas, and start cooking that food. By the time you make the first time, second time, and the third one, you get used to it. You'll be a pro. I bet you.